everyone, we are out here at the Barndominium site, and yesterday Eddie and I worked on putting some fascia boards on, and I will show you if I can do it without the sun in my eyeballs. So we put this 2x6 on. This is the fascia board. We've got it all the way down, and then it runs up this side, and as you can see we also put on 2 pieces of OSB. That is the roof sheathing. It has a foil backing on one side, and that faces downward, and it's supposed to keep your attic space something like 20 to 30 degrees cooler than normal OSB. So our plan is to continue working on that half of the roof. We have squared up and plumbed that half of the house. We did not do the other half of the house. We will plumb and square that when we start to roof that side. But we're gonna get this side, get all the OSB on this half. It's gonna take us a few days. Hopefully the rain holds off, but we did get some house wrap to protect that OSB for when it does start raining again. But I want to show you what we've got here to work with. So this is our stack of OSB, and it's got the foil backing on. It's actually called, it just says thermostat. Now when I looked it up, the name brand that I was looking to buy was Tech Shield. I got this from Home Depot, and they don't sell Tech Shield, but this is basically the exact same stuff. It just doesn't say Tech Shield on it. So we got that, and we have the roll of house wrap to protect the OSB so it doesn't get wet. And here we have a pallet of ice and water shield. This is a stick-on, it's almost like a tar paper, I guess. No, well, it's more than a paper. I don't know what you call it, but it's thick, and it sticks on, and that way if any of the washers fail on our screws, this is supposed to seal up around that hole. You know, when you screw through it, it's supposed to seal up around the screw so that if any of your washers failed, your roof wouldn't leak. And we get a ton of rain here, so we felt it was quite important to have that stuff. We could have just gone with the OSB with house wrap on top, but the house wrap, I believe, would leak once you start screwing holes into it. So we have the ice and water shield, we have the OSB, and we have the house wrap. And now we just need time, some sunny days that aren't too hot. We got so cooked out here yesterday, just working on what we did work on. And it's just Eddie and I, because Ocean did get a job. So we're gonna be a little bit slow at doing this. Getting the OSB up there is gonna be a task, but we will manage to get it done. So Eddie has a doctor's appointment this morning, but we're gonna try to see if we can get at least one piece up before he leaves. We don't have a whole lot of time, so we wanna try it out and see if we can get one up there. Yesterday we had a friend helping us. Today we're on our own, so let's see what we can do. Okay, well, Eddie just left to go to the doctor. We did get one piece of OSB up, which I didn't show because we don't know what we're doing. Yesterday, like I said, we had a friend here that was running the tractor for us, and Eddie would get in the front of the tractor in the bucket with a sheet of OSB, and he would lift it up on top of the roof. Today it's just Eddie and I, and so we spent most of this morning trying to figure out, okay, well, how can we do this? We don't want to stand a sheet of OSB up in the bucket. It comes all the way up here, and then Eddie's in there. We don't want it to pick it up and then have the OSB slip out, slide down, and chop his head off. That would be very bad. And I can't really ride in the bucket with the OSB because I need to be up on the roof ready to accept the OSB. So we did get a piece up there. I don't know if you can see it, but we did get a piece up in there. And what we have come up with, and I know there's going to be a lot of, you know, that's not safe, this, that, the other thing. You know what? We can't afford to rent another piece of equipment right now, so we're doing the best we can. So what we did, and what you will see us doing later when Eddie gets back and we get back to work on this, is we backed the pickup truck up to the house. We put the extension ladder in the back of the truck so that we could lay the OSB on the ladder with the rope connected to it, and I could be up on the roof and pull it up onto the roof by sliding it up the ladder. Once I got it up a little bit, Eddie got on the ladder and he helped to push it up so that I wasn't carrying all the weight. So that's what we've come up with. That's the best we could come up with. We did a lot of brainstorming, a lot of trying out different things, you know, what was going to work, what wasn't going to work, and that's what we came up with that is going to work out for us. So please, if you're going to do this, be safe. Don't do what we do. You know, we do what we have to do to make it work for us, and we still try to be as safe as possible. So I'm not going to endorse doing it any way that we do it. Just if you're gonna build something like this, just be as safe as you possibly can. Nobody wants any accidents to happen. So that's what we've been doing this morning. Hopefully when he gets back from the doctor, we will get to work. It's going to be slow going. It is very, very hot out here. It's 98 degrees today. It's supposed to be 99 tomorrow. And it is hot and hard work, but we'll get it. I know we'll get it.
Did it put where my tape measure is?
Yeah, it's on my chair over there. I know you guys want to see this, but I'm sorry. I'm miserable. It's 99 degrees out here. And with just the two of us, it's a big hassle. Eddie's got to go get it, bring it over, pull it up. I got to pull it up, nail it down. It's a lot of waiting. And it's so hot out here. So I think instead, at the end of today, I will just show you what we've got done, which probably won't be much because it's already 1:30. But I'll just keep you updated on how much we finished instead of me trying to deal with the camera. Remember, and to walk over to where it is, turn it on, is not a whole lot of room to walk around up here. So I will see you at the end of the day. Okay. End of day one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of OSB on. It is so hot up there. So at this rate, it's going to be a while. But tomorrow, we plan on starting early in the morning and working until 11 or 12. And then not working until after dinner because it is just way too hot up there in the middle of the day. Hottest part of the day. It's too hot up there. I can't stay up there very long. Okay, so I'm wimpy, but It is 98 degrees out today. And the humidity, because we just got over like 3 weeks of rain. So the humidity is way up there. And it's hot. So I will see you tomorrow morning. And we'll see what we can get done before it gets hot. Can you see it? Can you see it? We have almost a full half of a roof. So we worked yesterday morning from about 7:30 in the morning until 1:30, when it was just way too hot for me to stay up on the roof for very long. And actually we got all of that done yesterday, and then after dinner last night we came back out and we finished off the fascia board up there, that outer board right there, so that now this morning we can put this strip of OSB on here. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have not recorded any of this because I don't know if any of you guys will understand. I'm sure somebody out there will understand, but it is so hot and so humid and so miserable that I find it very difficult to be nice and pleasant and happy-go-lucky. I'm miserable. Even right now it is 9 a.m. because we had to go harvest the garden, do chores and all that, so we haven't started yet this morning, and I'm already soaked from head to toe. So I'm not gonna be able to get this on camera. It's just too hot. But I will keep you updated on our progress, and once the roof is done and we're inside working on the floor and things like that, it'll be a lot easier to set the camera down and work. We'll be in the shade at that point. We won't be having to climb up and down on the roof and all that. So at that point things should get easier to show you what's going on. But right now I'm miserable, and I'm not a happy, miserable person. So I'll show you what we get done today. Hopefully we're going to totally finish off this half of the roof. We did not get our first piece of OSB on the roof square, so we had some difficulties. So now on this last piece, we're gonna run it a little bit long, and then we'll run a chalk line and we will cut it off straight. We also have to do that on the front of the house because we ran the OSB long instead of cutting each piece to fit. We just ran them long. So when we're done installing it all, we'll run a chalk line and then cut it off. So, but I'll show you what we have finished when we're all done today.
See, that's what I don't like, having to walk back and forth.
Now I gotta back up in order to get it up here. All right, I got it.
Just say when.
Hey. do anything. I don't need you up here, it's going down there. Good morning, everyone. It has been quite a while since we worked on the house, but I wanted to show you what we got done. I don't know why I didn't record any of it. We had a lot of rain. For anybody down here in the south, they know it was pouring rain every single day. We finally had 2 days without rain, so we whipped out the whole roof, got it done, and covered up so that it wouldn't get ruined in all the rain. And let me just show you what we did. So I know the roof is difficult to see from down here on the ground, but we got the entire roof done. We put the ice and water shield on it, so now it doesn't matter how much it rains. Then we went and picked out the metal for the roof, which is not on yet, but this fascia trim metal is on, and it's black. Supposedly black is not going to make it hotter because the sun actually reflects off of it. But we do have the metal trim all the way around the fascia board. There will be some more trim that goes under on that bottom side of the 2x6 right there. But that can't go on until the walls are on, because then we need soffit, and yeah, there's a whole process to it. Who knew? So you have to put the walls on first so that you can put the J channel, which the soffit connects into. Then once that soffit is on, then we can put the bottom piece of the trim on the fascia board, which will cover the edge of the soffit. So it's a whole big process, but we are completely done with the roof for now. We probably won't do anything else to the roof until this winter when it has cooled off. When we did the other half of the roof, we borrowed Ocean for a day and we whipped it all out in one day. And then the second day we put the ice and water shield on. It was so hot and I just couldn't take it anymore. I would be on the roof for 5-10 minutes and have to get down because it was so hot I felt like I was going to pass out. So we got it all done with Ocean's help. Thankfully, he's still around and able and willing to help us. And now we are looking forward to working on the inside. But Mikey starts school on something like August 8th. And today is July 29th. So we kind of woke up and realized, you know what, we haven't been spending much time with Mikey because we've been working on the house. And yes, we would love to get this house done so Mikey has a real house to live in. But I think it's more important that we spend time with him. So I've been enjoying going in the pool with him. We took him to a little theme park type thing to ride go-karts, go on bumper boats, that kind of thing. Took him out to dinner. We've just been spending some time with Mikey before he goes back to school. He's growing up so fast and we really don't want to miss it. So We have put the house on hold for the next week or two until Mikey is back into school, because then we can work on the house while he's in school, and that way we're not missing all of our time with him by working the days away. So, but our next project that we will be working on in the house is the floor. We were going to put the exterior walls on before we did the floor, but you can't put the exterior walls on until you frame out for windows and doors. We don't know the height of the bottom of the door until the floor is on. And we know where we would like it to be, but when you're building, things tend to change a little bit, and the last thing we want to do is put the door opening and find out we're a half an inch too high or a half an inch too low or something like that. So the next part we're going to do is we're going to put in the floor joists and the floor, and then we'll move on from there. We did set up this string line here just because I don't even know if you can see it. We set up a string line across here. This is where the top of the girder will be that will hold up the floor joist. The girder is going to sit on top of the concrete post, one there and then one down there. And then this will have 6x6 posts holding it up, and the floor joists are going to sit on top of that. But that shows the height of the bottom of the girder, and the girder is going to be made up of three 2x12s. So I'm going to walk down to this end here. Now this post is like, this concrete is like 3 feet tall. This is the bottom of the girder. The girder is a 2x12, so it's going to come up 11¼ inches. So the floor level is going to be about 4 feet off the ground on this end. So, but that's where we're at. We've got a small stack of lumber over there for some different things. We do need to pick up all the lumber for the floor joists, which we will do after Mikey is back in school. So I just wanted to give you an update. I was editing the video, which I should have edited and posted last week. But like I said, I've been spending time with Mikey, and I really just wanted to spend time with him. So I kind of put everything else on the back burner. But I was editing video and realized that I never did show the finished roof or even working on the second half of the roof. So here I am. You saw the roof. I am going to stick this at the end of that video, and we will see you for whatever comes next.